I want to start the show by thanking all the viewers that voted for me to be the Viewer's Choice presenter at the recently held NTV Awards. Now, my good friend Diana Master took the award and I walked away with a different award for a different show. Why? Because aside from the fact that Diana is clearly more adorable than a guy that spends his time tormenting the ghost of Robert Mugabe, it is clear that my fans are saving all their votes for the elections happening across Africa this year. So let's give the people what they want. My name is Ashwin Betty. It's time for the second take.
Attention kids, we have some exciting news for you. We are back and this year we are planning on going big. So listen up. If you are in grade 3, grade 2, grade 1 or pre-primary, we are bringing your free school workbooks to you soon. This is all you need to know about where you can find your books. Books will be available for free in Republican street sale newspapers and all Namibian Sun newspapers. And for all pre-primary kids out there, your books will be delivered to your school in all 14 regions of Namibia. And there's more. Pre-primary books will also be printed in 9 different languages. Check out when your book will be available from the schedule right here. That's not all. Our free online school is there to help you along the way with video lessons and more books to download. You can also follow along on NTV every Monday to Friday from 9:30 to 11:30 for your daily online school lesson. We thank all our sponsors who are helping to build a brighter future for Namibia. Contact us at info@acdtrust.com and follow us on Instagram.
Zambia's political landscape precariously hangs on the edge of turmoil, this with the recent return of former President Edgar Lungu to the political arena, a move that follows his defeat in the last presidential election. Now, Lungu's recent controversial comment that Zambians may rise against the current administration has sent shockwaves throughout the nation, hinting at potential civilian unrest. So, the man who once led the nation through what many describe as the most brutal regime, particularly because of the cadres he unleashed on civilians, is now at the forefront of alleging police brutality, a claim vehemently refuted by former Vice President Nevers Mumba. Mumba boldly asserts that Lungu, of all people, lacks the credibility to decry alleged police misconduct, considering his past record. You know, Lungu complaining about police brutality is essentially like Jacob Zuma complaining about state capture. You know, many accuse Lungu of being drunk on power, sometimes literally. But I would like to submit that hypocrisy needs no alcoholic courage. It comes naturally to politicians. Lungu's return to the political scene is much like the absent father that left and came back only to find that the locks have been changed. And so he is screaming from the gate, hoping that someone misses him enough to open up for him. But alas, Zambia seems to have moved on from him, because contrary to popular belief, you can't cure a political hangover with a double shot of delusion.
In 1994, a group of Namibians saw a need for a grassroots Namibian medical aid fund. The Prosperity Medical Aid Fund was born right here, among the hard-working fishermen and ship workers of Walvish Bay. In 2001, in order to establish a fund focused on its members that put their health first, the fund formed its own identity away from its administrators, Prosperity Health. It was named Renaissance Health as a symbol for the renewal of medical funding in Namibia, a transformation in health. Renaissance members voted for their first board of trustees who would carry the fund forward for all Namibians. By 2010, Renaissance had members across the entire Namibia. A fund founded by Namibians for Namibians to ensure access to quality healthcare. In 2020, RMA was put to the test with COVID-19, supplying life-saving oxygen machines door-to-door to members when our Namibian hospitals were full, saving many of its members' lives. RMA is not just a medical aid fund, it's a partner in health for its members, whether through our chronic compliance programs or yearly wellness checkups. RMA was started by you, It belongs to you. A proudly Namibian first medical aid fund providing the best in care for all Namibians. Renaissance Health Medical Aid Fund, serving Namibia since 1994. RMA, your health comes first.
All right, now, in Zimbabwe, Health Minister Douglas Mombeshora waved off a 2-day strike by health workers. The healthcare workers have issues, and these include the lack of work equipment, stagnant health sector allowances, very low basic salaries, and housing and transport allowances that have dwindled due to inflation. Zimbabwe's nurses are already grappling with economic and political challenges, now earning around $10 when converting their local currency salaries at the government's interbank rate. So Mombeshora, speaking to the press, expressed disbelief, saying, "I don't believe any reasonable Zimbabwean would take such a step. Those considering industrial action must have motives beyond just concerns for the health service," which made me wonder, what makes a reasonable Zimbabwean according to the ZANU-PF leader? Apparently, asking to get paid enough to make it through the month, asking for better health facilities and work conditions is all unpatriotic, which I guess explains why there has been a shortage of cancer treatment machines, maternity wards, and overcrowded hospitals for decades. Yeah, says this guy. Not to mention the brain drain from the industry, because according to the Zimbabwean government, the true mark of a Zimbabwean is to suffer in silence. Yet the current administration's roots are a military coup that ousted Robert Mugabe because they felt that the country was being mismanaged, only to show up with long suffering as the solution and mark of patriotism. How is it that the leadership in a country with the weakest currency in the world can still afford this much delusion? Oh, gold mafia. Heartwarming moment up next. Let's get into our heartwarming moment of the week. The inaugural Kigali Triennial Festival, which took place from February 15 to 25, left an indelible mark on Rwanda's arts and culture scene. Over 200 artists from 25 countries showcased their talents, uniting in a celebration of African arts and culture. This is how it went.
I'm here tonight very happy that Kigali is hosting this first very interesting triennial that is called Triennale de Kigali, which is an event that is going to help our local artists to take advantage of the experienced creators and artists, but also allowing Kigalians to have a full week long entertainment time.
And I'm here in this festival, and I'm expecting to get more connections with more people, connecting with some people from different countries.
This is the first of a kind and the beginning of a great story that I'm sure going to flourish in Rwanda. What we did for the co-creation was basically to expose local artists and local talents, known, less known, and unknown totally, just to show the diversity of work that the country provides.
The other day, I came to an understanding that the lines in the palms of my hands lead to my grandmother's garden, that the pathways in my veins lead to 1,000 hills of forgiveness, that everything we prayed for was already within us. For where else but on these hills we call home. We've learned from our country, we've learned from our sweet Rwanda every.
Usanye impindura amatwara nyuma y'ivuka nkandika amateka nje urajya he ko nimenye ko nisise ko nisise ko nisanze ko nigise.
That's been our heartwarming moment of the week. After the break, we talk about potential plagiarism at a funeral.
Welcome to Namibia, where adventure meets tranquility. With Enjoy, you have access to a wide range of accommodations to suit every traveler's taste and budget. Experience the finest dining and hospitality Namibia has to offer. Booking your dream accommodation is just a few clicks away with Enjoy. Join thousands of happy travelers who have trusted Enjoy for their Namibian getaway. Your gateway to unforgettable Namibian adventures. Visit us today at enjoy.my.na.
All right, let's head to Namibia, the land of the brave, where Commerce Governor Laura McLeod-Kashirwa has unleashed her genius, defending her recent speech at a memorial service where she shamelessly lifted lines from former US President Barack Obama's 2013 funeral address for Nelson Mandela. McLeod-Kashirwa found herself in the spotlight for recycling Obama's words to honor the late President Hage Geingob. She echoed Obama's eloquence, stating he was not a bust made of marble, he was a man of flesh and blood, a son and a husband, a father and a friend, and that's why we learned so much from him, and that's why we can learn from him still. Now, in an interview with Namibian Sun, the governor shrugged off the plagiarism accusations, quipping, "I just quoted, that was a quote." In that case, bravo, Governor. Who knew that one could simply recycle speeches even for memorials? I mean, why go through the effort of creating a speech from the heart that is reflective of the relationship you had with the deceased? Why bother with originality when you can copy and paste words that were written and said for the purpose of honoring another person? After all, how much original material can one craft about His Excellency Dr. Hage Geingob, the third president of Namibia, the country's first prime minister, a visionary that steered the formation of Namibia's constitution, a family man, a beloved son of the soil that, as his eloquent widow Madame Monica Gengos put it, went from peasantry to presidency? Why bother with all of that information from his unique life when you could just copy what Obama said about Nelson Mandela, as if the South African liberation struggle was called the Long Walk to Harambee? Now, in a stunning display of self-awareness, former American President Donald Trump has unveiled his latest theory on why black people supposedly adore him. According to Trump, his multiple indictments are like a badge of honor that resonates with the black community, as they can allegedly relate to facing discrimination in the legal system. You heard that right. In a recent speech at the Black Conservative Federation's annual gala, Trump proudly declared, "I got indicted a second time and a third time and a third time, and a lot of people said that's why the black people like me, because they've been hurt so badly and discriminated against them. They actually viewed me as I'm being discriminated against." Now, in an effort to solidify his status as the uniquely hero of the oppressed, Trump claimed, "I'm being indicted for you, the American people. I'm being indicted for you, the black population." Yet it was Trump who inaccurately charged the Central Park Five, questioned George Floyd's humanity, likened his impeachment trial to a lynching, and oversaw a notable increase in the unemployment gap for black workers throughout his presidency. And of course, this qualified him to receive the Champion of Black America Award from the Black Conservative Federation's annual gala. It's a real award. Perhaps we all missed the memo. The only thing that was missing from the civil rights movement was a man that received $1 million loan from his father, lived in a golden tower, faked his financial status, and incited a siege on Capitol Hill. Who needs Martin Luther King's "I have a dream" speech when you can have Donald Trump's "I have a team" of lawyers that facilitated the bribing of an adult film actress and subsequently hid that information so that I could run for president, even though I'm only known for running from legal accountability? Power to the people. TikTok of the week after the break. Oh, geez, Trump.
Looks a little something like this. Looks a little bit like I can't miss. Hey, this is what you call a bad bit. What? This is what you call a bad bit. Looks a little something like this. Looks a little bit like I can't miss. Hey, this is what you call a bad bit. What? This is what you call a bad bit. Looks a little something like I can't.
Africa is a beautiful continent. But of course, you knew that. What most folks don't realize is that even on a beautiful, peace-loving continent, you have to stay absolutely aware of your surroundings and perhaps do your best to read on some history. Our runner-up for TikTok of the week is Queen Nohema giving a tour guide.
You see that tree there, that one there, that is the birthplace of Simba. And Rafiki was taking Simba and saying, "To you people, I represent the new king." It was there. I was there. I saw it with my own eyes. That was over 200,000 years. Oh, wait. How old am I? That was over 25 years ago. And Simba was born, and Mufasa and the other one, what is her name? Sarabi. Mufasa and Sarabi had the baby right there. You see that trail that is going there? They had the baby, and Rafiki came and he said, "To you, I present the next king of Wakanda." It was there. This is history, I'm telling you. This is true history I'm sharing with you. For free, but you can give me small fee. I will not refuse. I take cash up, I take cash off the app, I take cash on the app, I take Zelle, I take a Venmo, Wells Fargo, all of them you can pay me because this is actual history I'm giving you. I want to read this in the history books, but it was here in Los Angeles, overlooking the 405. That is where Simba was born.
Now, our TikTok of the week comes from Pretty Gent Official, who is here to help you learn how to navigate Johannesburg, South Africa.
Please be careful of the people on the streets of Joburg. This is not your mother's house. You see, here the beggars know their worth. Here the beggars will ask you for 5 rand, and if you give them 1 rand, they'll ask you, what does 1 rand buy in this economy? And you know, when you're finding yourself in that situation, you are not walking fast enough. I'm not saying don't help, but as you help, keep it moving, Chomi. Keep it going. The people selling things on the streets, the people selling glasses and caps on the streets of Joburg, as they are trying to show you, don't touch. If you touch it, you buy it. Here you touch it, it's yours. I dare you to touch those glasses. You will take out that 50 rand. And do you know what the problem is? You are not moving. Tommy, you are too slow. Whatever you do, don't find yourself stop. Even when you're helping, don't find yourself stopping. Do it as you move. Yeah, because when you were raised properly, so now you were stopped by a group of these old ladies that asked for directions, and you were like, I will help you, my Teresa. Have you ever been mugged with a spoon? Have you ever felt a cold spoon on your neck? That lady that was asking for directions and help with carrying bags will say, give me your phone now. Now what you gonna do? What are you going to do? See, the first thing you're going to think is, no man, I am being mugged with a gun or a knife. Only after 5 hours you're going to realize that, actually, I was mugged with a spoon. And also, you guys are stopping when people are telling you that at a certain corner there's somebody waiting with 100K. Please go and watch it and check it and bring it for me. And when you bring it, I'll give you 10K. Yeah. But now, as you go to check that money, you must leave your phone behind with them because there must be some sort of leverage. And then you also go, tell me, when did we arrive here? When did we get here? When did we become so gullible? So gullible to the streets of Joburg. This is a dog-eat-dog world. You guys are not moving fast enough. You're too slow for my liking. I knew you were going to check, but you're checking too hard. Come on, wake up. Keep it moving.
Newsprint Namibia is a web offset printing operation that specializes in the printing of newspapers and commercial inserts. We are the leaders in our industry with the highest quality print work and the shortest turnaround time from computer to print and delivery anywhere in the country daily. Newsprint was established mainly as a newspaper print company, but had to diversify its business to do commercial printing as required in the market. We print commercial inserts previously printed in South Africa in the shortest possible time. We, as an organization, also started printing workbooks for our education system and will also print textbooks for the Namibian market. For more information, please contact print@newsprint.com.
E-Ticket, your online ticket solution for events and event marketing, bringing you ease of mind and making sure that your event gets out there. For more information, contact events@nmh.com.na.
This is normally when I round up the show and I give you a nice, quirky, witty way to end it and, stirring your political interest. That won't be the case because you people didn't vote for me. So go ahead and watch my .na cars. See you next week. That's been the second take.